Hello, and welcome back to the MagniKid podcast. Today, we're talking about a topic that often creates confusion for parents, teachers, and tutors, and that is sight words. Do sight words help children learn to read? Or can they sometimes get in the way? The answer is both can be true. It depends on how, when, and why we teach them. So today we're exploring sight words, when they help and when they may harm. But first, let's understand what sight words are. Sight words are words that children are encouraged to recognize automatically, without having to sound them out. Examples include words like the, said, was, you, of, to, and my. Many of these words appear very frequently in reading, and some of them do not follow typical spelling rules, which makes them difficult to decode using phonics. So children are often taught to memorize them by sight, and that's where sight words can be helpful. Let's talk about when sight words help. Sight words can help when they are used for high frequency words that do not follow common phonic patterns. When a child recognizes these words instantly, reading becomes smoother and more fluent. It also supports comprehension, because the child is not stopping to decode every single word. This is especially useful for words like the, was, of, said, and does. When taught in a meaningful way, sight words can build confidence and help children read more naturally. But now let's talk about when sight words can hinder decoding. Sight words can become a problem when too many words are taught by memorization, including words that can actually be sounded out. For example, words like can, mat, pin, or hat follow regular phonic rules. If children are told to memorize these instead of decoding them, they may skip the important step of learning how letters and sounds work together. This can slow down their ability to decode new words. They may also guess words instead of sounding them out, which affects spelling, writing, and overall reading development. When children rely too much on memorization, they may struggle with unfamiliar words that are not on their sight word list. They miss out on building strong decoding skills, which are essential for lifelong reading. So how do we use sight words in the right way? Focus on teaching only the words that are truly irregular and high frequency. Teach them in context, not just as random lists. Use them in reading, writing, and speaking. Continue teaching phonics every day. Help children notice the parts of words they can sound out and the parts they need to remember. This balanced approach helps children become both accurate and independent readers. So to summarize, sight words help when they support fluency, build confidence, and include words that cannot be easily decoded. Sight words hinder when they replace phonics, include decodable words, or encourage guessing. The goal is not to remove sight words, but to use them wisely and intentionally. Strong readers use both sight recognition and decoding together. That's what builds real reading power. Thank you for listening to the MagniKid podcast. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with another parent or educator. And remember, the right balance today builds confident readers for life. See you in the next episode.